What is a mistake that you regret, that you want to warn us about? Keep a close eye on your relationship with substances. Many of you will have serious problems with them and won't realize until you're in very deep. Take your days off, take your sick leave, and most of all save up money and take your vacations. Companies want you to think you are invaluable to them, but in the end they will let you go and forget you as soon as you are gone. Don't date someone cause you are lonely. Date someone because you see a future with them. So many wasted years when I was a teen and early adult. Edit. Also, don't drink your life away. If the group of people you're hanging around at school or elsewhere always make fun of you in a joking way, stop hanging out with them. If everybody gets their share, then it's alright, but if you're the butt of every joke, then it's not really friendship. You're just a lightning conductor for all their insecurities. Have some self-respect. Edit. Since my post is getting some attention, here are a couple of advices. If you having doubts about your friends, here is a simple test. Wait for the next time they make fun of you. When they do, instead of laughing with them, just look annoyed and tell them that you're not in the mood today for whatever reason you can come up with. Tell them to please not make fun of you today. If they oblige and back down, then maybe their friendship is genuine. Maybe, if they double down, then they will never have your back. Flee. Also, don't be afraid of not finding other friends. What you have right now is not better than nothing. It's negative friendship. It's an abusive relationship that make you feel worse than if you were alone. Don't be afraid to be alone. It won't happen. What's stopping you from having new friends is that abusive relationship you're experiencing right now. Get rid of it and you'll meet new people. I just walked around the house for the last hour sniffing to discover the cause of the bad odor in the house. Was there a dead mouse in the walls? Maybe the garbage can needed to be washed. The hamper had wet towels in it. Was that the cause? I was going to light a candle to get rid of the smell, but my housemate got up and discovered the gas stove was on all night with no flame. I almost blew us up. Triple redundancy. Back up all your photos, videos, etc. I lost about a year of photos, which included a couple of big life events. Mostly I backed up but got sloppy. Cloud storage is very cheap, but don't rely on just that. Put it on a hard drive as well and a few other places. Also, for those who are a little older, check all those old DVD/CDs you burnt, as they are degrading and data is being lost. Don't put too much thought into what people think about you. Just be a good person and have good intentions and realize that you can't please everyone. Always watch how your love interest treats other people. The day will inevitably come when that person will treat you the same way. Don't smoke. Tell your friends and family you love them. And don't forget to wear sunscreen. But most importantly, never take anything into the nether that you can't afford to lose. Don't waste time being anti. I spent a lot of time in high school looking down on people's choices of music, movies, hobbies, friends, etc. I said things like they only like it because it's popular. This thing I'm into is clearly better. I was a bit of a, and later I realized it's okay to let people enjoy things that I don't. I wasted a lot of opportunities to learn new things and make new friends because of that attitude, and I regret it a lot. Brushing your teeth might seem minor, but if you don't holy, it's finna come hit like a truck, and also makes finding a soulmate a whole lot easier. If you are pregnant and think something is wrong, please find the doctor who will listen. My last pregnancy, I was in excruciating pain, losing weight and wasn't hungry. My OBs brushed off my concerns, just saying every pregnancy is different. I was in the ER twice with upper abdominal pain. Neither time did they check my son. I had undiagnosed HELP syndrome. Because the doctors wouldn't listen, my son died. You know your body. Don't let doctors ignore you. Credit cards are not free money. You may need one to build credit, but be careful how much you use it and pay it off every month. It's so easy to charge just this one little thing over and over until the card is maximumed out. If your grandparents/older relatives are alive and well, spend some time with them. Call them to say hi. Just check in with them. When they are gone, you're going to be the one left with regret, not them. When you have your first well-paying job, save some money. There's taxes you'll have to pay. Plus you might not earn that much forever. Save money even if you think you don't need to. I'm 21 and broke, in debt, even though I earned like 70k a year ago. When you get cheated on, don't try to fix it and give a person another chance, just leave. It will hurt, and it may seem that what I'm saying is pointless, but you will thank me soon. And also after you get cheated on, work on yourself first, before looking for another one, because if you rush it, you are more likely bound to fail. Sorry about my English by the way. Avoid staying in a job where you're totally bored or hate facing it every day. Some people stick with it endlessly because it takes too much effort to find something new, or because they believe an alternative will probably be no better in the long run than where they are. Don't use a towel that's even slightly damp to remove something from the oven. Don't boil vegetables and expect to like them. Season and roast saute grill etc. Oats taste bad because you're trying to make them healthy by cooking them with water instead of milk. Just avoid eating too much. You hate peeling vegetables because your vegetable peeler is dull. Washing up liquid and vinegar gets rid of lipstick stains in a carpet, but also don't slice off the top of your lipstick and leave the knife on the bed. 0% interest for the first 6 months on a credit card doesn't apply to money withdrawals. Your credit balance is eating up your savings. Forget paying the minimum by direct debit. Pay it off as soon as possible. Don't marry the wrong person. And don't marry the wrong person's family. That's right, when you marry someone, you also marry their family. When I married, we lived hundreds of miles from her family, so I didn't know them well. Things changed, and we were living within 5 miles of her family. Disaster struck. Don't ever think you still have some fun time left and avoid your responsibilities. It's a slippery slope. Like, it starts by thinking, oh, I got a few more hours before I have to worry about that report, and gradually turns into I'm only 21. What's the deal if I need one more semester to finish school? And then you wake up one day and realize you're 24. All your friends have graduated and you're still king off. I was running and got a slight urge to poop, but I thought, I'll go 5 to 10 more minutes, then I will turn around and head home. I made it those 5 more minutes and my slight urge turned into an immense pain. I had to shut right on the side of that road. Never play games with poop. Don't associate with those that don't have your best interests at heart when it matters. That usually becomes quite evident when you do something that they don't like. They start to pick holes with everything to try and manipulate you back, or they just generally aren't there when you need help. Take risks young, before you have kids, because then you are taking a risk on your family too. Plus risks are super fun and empowering when all the consequences on you. After kids, then the exhilaration becomes guilt. Not as enjoyable lol. Love is a two-way street. Not realizing that lead to many relationships that should have ended, but didn't because of the fear of being alone. On a related note, the fear of being alone is both real and powerful. If you're not passionate about their cause, do not work for a non-profit. Non-profits tend to be small, the workloads are huge, and the pay always below the average for someone else in the field. Exceptions for this exist, see the NFL, but most if not all are working on getting donations from others. Almost all positions within the non-profit are going to be borderline telemarketing, or public relations with a couple of super high stress events sprinkled throughout the year, to make boosters and donators excited about giving more money. When picking a career, it's best to focus on what you're actually good at than something that just sounds more interesting. Regrets have been made. Do not gossip. Always be temperate and refrain from indulging despite the opportunity to bond with others over the gossip. The pernicious effect of a rumor that's embellished by malevolent bastards and passed on with the intent of sabotaging someone can have severe repercussions for you. Even if you thought it was an innocuous comment, others will take it, and you sit to hurt the gossipy's reputation. They will then defer blame to you. The entire group will hold you accountable. Don't do it. Don't self-harm or do drugs. If you have a crush, wait for around 1 month after you realize it and then ask them out. If they say no, move on. If you think you or a friend may have depression or any other mental disorders, please get help. If you're thinking about suicide, do not do it. Oh, and save the bees. Not forgiving my best friend for something really minor. I stopped talking to her, even though she apologized a million times. Now, I don't even know where she is anymore. She was a really good friend, and I was in hole. There are two things that you never want to let people know. That you know how to fix computers. That you own a pickup truck. Made this mistake on both fronts. Friends and family will never leave you alone. Not putting effort and the focus that was required for school. Yes, I've ended up doing extremely well for myself within a few years after high school. But I sure as hell wish I actually paid attention. I thought it was cool and fun to just hang out with a bunch of losers who would smoke weed all day and accomplish nothing. Late into senior year is when I made the change, although late on the school part. I began finding new people that were purely dedicated. It rubbed off on me, and now I can say that I'm glad I had a moment of true realization. Brush your teeth. Even just a little bit. I'm a junior in high school, and since I was a kid, no one really told me how important it was to brush your teeth. Other than getting scolded by the dentists one a year when I got a cleaning, no one explained to me the significance. I don't have dentures or anything, but my teeth are yellow. I'm so insecure about it. For the last 2 years I've been taking care of it, and it's slowly improving now. If things come easy to you, and you can pass all your classes in high school on tests alone, don't. Do the homework, even if it's just tedious busy work. Keep all your handouts organized and neat. Do projects and papers step by step. Once you hit college, especially in upper level STEM classes, you'll regret not having made those habits earlier. High school isn't about learning material as much as it is teaching you how to learn material. You're trying your hardest, it's going to work out the way it's meant to work out, and you're gonna make it through whatever you're going through. Anxiety took a huge portion of my life away. I'll be damned if I'll let it happen to you. Working in a family-owned business, as an outsider, can go really king south. You will get the silent treatment, in the worst case scenario I've experienced. There will be loads of clique behavior and just the general vibe of if we weren't short-handed, we'd have kept it in the family. In general, there will always be underlying tension and loads of unprofessional behavior. I'm personally never doing it again, if I can help it. Marriage and children are not for everyone. It's bliss for some people. It's absolute carnage for others. One glove does not fit everyone. If you are happy and content being with yourself, accept it, enjoy it. Don't let the world let you take on a responsibility that has no expiration date. When it comes to homework, don't treat it like something you do exclusively at home. If you have time in class to do your homework, then get it done. On the other hand, try not to put it off. When you get home, make a snack, sit down, and get that done. I know it's boring, but believe me, being bored while doing homework is much better than freaking out over low grades cause you missed assignments or did them poorly. Don't prioritize dating when you're in high school. When I was a teen I spent so much time basing my worth on whether or not I had a woman in my life, or if girls liked me, that it kept me in a really depressed state well into my 20s and inadvertently caused me to get into several really bad relationships. Make hobbies and friends your main goal. You'll learn to love yourself a lot more when you have those things, and you'll meet better partners when you yourself are more fulfilled on your own. If you aren't excited about the prospect of attending every class and doing every assignment because you know it'll help you reach your goals, don't go to college yet. If your social life centers around a bar or club, they are not friends, they are drinking buddies. Same goes with drugs. It's better to be alone than to be with someone who doesn't care about your needs. If she/he lies to everyone else, she/he lies to you too.